Good morning, everyone. We'll wait for people to get on. I like to always see my comments, see where everybody's coming from, and all that good stuff. It is going to be 85 here today. Absolutely glorious. Ellen, send some of that rain our way. Please, 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 please. We're in a world of hurt. So, yesterday, but okay, what we're doing today, show and tell. I still can't get through them all. And so we'll do another one at some point here. I'm thinking probably the end of next week. I can't believe you people. And it's so much fun to see what you guys are doing, to the effect that I'm starting to understand, like Noella likes to take an idea and then completely make it her own. A lot of you are making quilts as gifts and just really, really good stuff. And some of you are saying you don't typically share, but you are in this case. And I really thank you. I thank you so much. So I don't know that show and tell isn't going to be kind of a thing that just happens here. Kind of semi-regularly because it is fun to see. It's our own personal quilt show, our own guild quilt show. So anyways, I took Heidi to the doctor yesterday to get her second shot or third shot, I forget. And I bought her a crate. And hey, Sue Rap, I bought her a crate to put her in. And whenever I put my other cats in the box to take them to the vet, they would go out of their mind. Out of their mind. She just chilled on out, completely chilled out, which tells me we can take her to the cabin. It made me very happy. I gotta stop picking at myself. John says I pick at myself too much. So very, very excited about that. Okay. Germany, Germany, yay. All right, let's get this party going because hi, Noella. I was just talking about you. If you missed it, go watch it from the beginning when we're over today, okay? So shoot, I got also a virtual map that I got to figure out how to use it, that John and I are going to be able to pin where all the cards are coming from. And I'm so excited. Costa Rica. Oh, I loved that quilt shop in Costa Rica. I was there with Maria Teresa, and I think it was called the Basket or something, the Fabric Basket or Basket. I know it's closed now. And I loved Costa Rica. Brazil. Oh my gosh, I love that. So thank you, Rebecca. I love this top too. It makes me happy. In fact, it makes me want to do an embroidery thing with hearts. So, okay, I think we're good now. Let's take a look at what you guys have sent me. And again, I thank you so much. And the diversity of what is going on out there is amazing. All right. So let's start with Barbara. Okay, and I have my checklist here too. Barbara actually made it to give it away, and then when she got done with it, she said, never mind, I'm keeping it. It's beautiful. I've never made that pattern before. It looks exceedingly difficult to me. I I guess if you took it block by block, it's not that bad, but hooey. And your colors and everything are wonderful. Also, look, everybody, I like to look at a quilt, and I think I see the whole picture. But then what happens is that I look at it, I'm going, okay, now wait a minute. She did not have the little squares on point go all the way around. Okay, great. You don't have to worry about math that way. And I don't know if that's why you did it or not, Barbara. But also look at the little red on the top and the bottom. That's just a surprise. And that's what I love when I look at a quilt, to see the surprise. So thank you, Barbara. I thank you, all of you, for sending these in. And again, I have more. I mean, so if you aren't being seen today, don't think, oh, she doesn't like me. I'm just not there yet, okay? Okay, then this is Joanne. She has a couple things to share with us. This is a modern guild pattern by Agatha Janes. Agatha Janes. And I think it's beautiful. I believe she said the diamonds were paper pieced. I think they'd almost have to be, or else you'd just end up crying, right? I love, okay, this is on her design wall. And I don't know if it's going to be, I'm trying to look here, if it's asymmetrical like that, where the bottom is that and the top is white. I sure hope so, because that is just sterling. Joanne also sent her sampler. And this was our second project, Cave Mystery Quilt. Remember when we made that from that wonderful little book? And it's so funny because I'm not a sampler person, and what we made from that class is spectacular. If you are new here, you might want to go and go into Learn, search my classrooms, and look for CAFE, or in the forum. Yeah, in the forum, that's what I mean. And look for the CAFE class. What you guys did was just killing me. It was so fabulous. And that's the case of it was called the Cave Mystery Class, and people would write me and say, "But what are we making?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's a mystery." I mean, that just, and then halfway through, I'm like, "Uh-oh, this is going to look like horribleness." And so I was in a panic behind the scenes, and but it all came out just fine. That was pretty darn funny. Okay, and then this is Dee's class, and I believe you asked. What to should you be straight line quilting it or whatever. My inclination with this would be to do some sort of straight edged quilting within the sampler blocks. Here's another case of a sampler. I mean, really, this is just a sampler. And this was from Dee's class. And maybe then behind the flowers, do something soft and curvy, like little feather blooms or something like that. And then as for the flowers go, just do them anatomically correct, for lack of better words. But this is spectacular. I know that class is still available, and it's available for free. And I think we might even have a couple kits left. I don't know. But that is beautiful. And I don't think that it's that much of a push on how to quilt that. But that was my first glance. And I'll tell you this right now, you guys, when I have a quilt, okay, I take my quilt to Diane Schweikert, and she knows exactly what to do. Long arm, okay? I don't. I have to ruminate on it, sit on it, and then it comes to me, because I'm not a professional long armor. So thank you, Joanne Baguette. Thank you so much. And then we have Susie Roberts, excuse me, who usually doesn't share, but after seeing everybody else's sharing, she said, okay, she'll send me things. Now, one of the things she shared me was a Mariner's Compass that is, I believe you said for your husband, Susie. I'm not going to share it until the quilting's done with it, because that is just screaming for incredible quilting. And I wonder, Susie, if you're a librarian, I think my daughter would really like this book. This book quilt. Love it. And then what's this one with Susie? Oh, here's another sampler that is different. I come from the school of the olden days when, we would just line them up in a row and throw sashing in, and they're really quite pedestrian. But we have just witnessed three fabulous, fabulous samplers. And last but not least with Susie, this is how she's coming along with our BOM this year. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And my guess is you're not using our kit, because I see some of that kind of moire fabric in there, and I don't think that was in the kit. The other thing about this BOM that is a free pattern if you subscribe, $50 a year. You could just do try the square on point and stop right there. You don't have to commit to the whole thing. John's in here looking for Heidi. She's playing. She's playing. If she starts being naughty, come get her, please.
Oh, by the way, one thing to say
Yeah.
about block of the month.
What about our block of the month?
I love it, is that you could stop
That's what I just said.
Oh, you did.
He says, I just love because you could stop anywhere. Yeah, I know. I just said that. Oh, we've been married 40 something years. Okay, Becky. Oh, this is funny. Okay. Becky made for her son, I guess they have a beach house or something like that. And Becky Schaefer, and she made this. for this particular house. And she said, I can't stand it. I have to keep it. And so it hangs in her bathroom. And so her guest bathroom. And so imagine what people think when they go in there. and, and then she goes, and there's always the one friend. I guess the one on the right. Oh my God. This is hilarious. Hilarious. So I think we can all relate to that. This makes me so happy. Okay, so then Francis, no wait, are we the right person now? Roberta. Roberta. Where's Francis? Well, let's see what we have going on here. Okay. Okay, this is Roberta's. All right. She used a matching layer cake and jelly roll. So she had those two things in her hand. And she just did improv piecing and put it up on the wall. She ran out of colors, so you can see how she handled it with some partial sashings and stuff like that. And I think she said she ended up with like about, you know, this much fabric left over. But that's a real challenge. So let me see. I don't know where Francis went. Francis, I don't know where you went. Okay, because that was Roberta. Be glad I don't produce the real shows. Oh, Carol sent this. Now, where's Carol? I forgot to show this last week. This is, she did it, it's an embroidery on her foff, and it's Wellington House Designs, okay, Quilt Barn Quilts. So this was done on her sewing machine, and that's the pattern if you happen to be in the neck of the woods of people who might want a barn quilt. Again, okay, I'm lost here now. Wellington House Designs, Quilt Barn Quilts. Okay, this is unnamed. Oh, okay. This is Jessie's. She did in Ricky's kaleidoscope class. So thank you for sending that along so we can look at it. I'm telling you, people love that class. It's still in our archives. And it's one of those things that you just don't know how it's going to turn out, which is fabulous. Okay, then Becky. This one made me smile too, like the old lady butts. But this is opposite of that. This is for a grandbaby, and the mommy wants a goat themed nursery. Yes, yes, we love this. And she hand quilted it. Is that the cutest thing? I mean, I don't know if they're goat farmers or what, but wow. You know, the other thing I'm just seeing right now is that if you look at the border, how she extended those pinwheels top and bottom with extra backing. And actually, that's a trick I learned from the late Sue Garman. So that is really cool. Okay, then we have editor Ann. She's up in Canada, I believe. She made this. She quilted a spider web, and I've got a close up here in a moment with Ricky's Razzle Dazzle. And she said, "Oh, let me show you that. Let me show you the quilting." And she entitled it "Horton Hears a Boo." And she said, people of a certain generation will know what that is. And I consider myself of a generation. And Horton hears a boo. And I wrote back to her. I didn't look at those emails today. Sorry, Anne. I don't get it. So someone's got to help me. Help me when Horton hears a boo. Editor Anne has been with us for a very long time. And like the others, like Margot, who actually got hold of me today and saying, I can't be there. I got to play Mahjong, but I'll watch it later. We so appreciate you. Many of you have been here for the long haul, and we could not be here without you. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a real good. See, I love the stories. This is Jane Duvall. She became friends with an American Idol contestant near Nashville. Janelle Arthur is the contestant, and she made this for her first baby. Okay. And she didn't know what to do with the ears, and she apologized for how it's being hung. But how do you hang this? Okay, so but her friend Terry Rollin gave suggestions for the ears and the feet. So cute. How lovely that you connected with somebody, with a Jane Arthur. I got to go Google her to tell you the truth, and that you made this for her. Just fabulous. Okay. Oh, from Dr. Seuss, Horton Hears a Who. Okay, thank you, Susie. See, I was never into Dr. Seuss. No wonder I didn't get it. That's certainly my generation, too. Okay, let me turn my notes. It's keeping me safe, as sane here. Or not safe, in order. Keeping me sane. All right. Oh, okay. We're to Barbara. And, ooh, love this, love this, love this, love this, love this. This is, look at that red in there. I'm just noticing that now. This is how she completed our embroidery class. Guess who's coming here? It's absolutely beautiful. That was another one where I took us on a journey, and I don't know how we're going to end up with it. I haven't a clue. John, your friend wants you. Poor thing. She got, whoa! She just fell off the table. Barbara, she's over that way. She literally just fell off the table. I think she landed on her feet. I'm sorry, Barbara. I'm stealing your thunder. Okay, so there's another one from Barbara. She actually made this quilt from watching Judy Martin's segment in show 2411. I mean, that's beautiful. And here again, okay, there's the quilting, it shows. And I would not have put that little black insert, fabulous, nor those partial inner borders, fabulous. I love these hidden surprises. I love them. Oh, and I'm just seeing this too in the top corner, left and right. She's outlined it with the brown that's kind of in between those two, the tan background and the outside edge. This is absolutely beautiful, Barbara. And again, Judy Martin has a segment in show 2411. You might want to check that out. Okay, I read the description of this and I saw a thumbnail, and I will read the description. All right. I like it when you give me a couple sentences. All right. Um, Her husband loves the quilt block Tree of Life. This is Susan Lindsay, and she lives in an old barn house. All right. This took her several years to complete. And of course, she's using Civil War fabrics. This is fabulous. And this, to me, is a quilt that should be entitled Endurance. Endurance. Because I can't even imagine. This would be a quilt that if you were going away with your quilting buddies for a weekend, you might want to work on, because if that isn't endurance, I don't know what it is. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, okay, then Gloria. Okay, I want to say this right now. Gloria Myers. These really set my chops on fire. And that's what I'm hoping here. When you see these quilts, you go, okay, all right. But look what Gloria did. She did 3 little pieces. I'd like to think it was with my influence, but perhaps not. This is spectacular. The way she inserted other fabrics, pieced it. It looks like some of those little circles were done on other fabrics that were then added. This is these 3 quilts, to me, are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's making me think, how can I take my embroidery to another level? Okay, now look at this one, guys. And I don't know, on the upper right hand side, the vertical line, I don't know what those things are, those little sticks. But this is so graphically gorgeous, and I don't think it is very big. None, the three of them. Um, yeah, those just really speak to my heart right now, and it's probably because I'm on kind of this embroidery craze. Santini, Santina, okay, I'm going to slaughter your last name, friend. Gangemi? Gangimi? Um, I'm sorry for slaughtering your name, but look at this, you guys. Oh, she is from Melbourne, and she was influenced by a stained glass window. Is gorgeous. And just take note of how the white really shows the quilting, really shows it. I want to say this. We have a little time for a commercial break. We have so much quick fusible bias that's a 1/4 inch wide in black in our store. And it's in stock. So we would love to have, if you want to do a stained glass quilt, you might very well want to um, get some of this from the quilt show. The other thing is if you go to the front page of the quilt show and you type in black bias, all right, you'll see here that you've got See Quilts, Quiltopedia, Shop, and then you find exactly what you're looking for. We have a pretty good search function that works most of the time. Oh, and then this is Gigi's take on last year's BOM. It's fabulous. Look at the quilting. Okay, so I like how you divided those areas into segments and then just did different stuff with it. That, Gigi, it's beautiful. And that's the thing of taking an idea and running with it, absolutely running with it. Okay, and then Irene had a couple things to show. This is a cave fabric that she made this pattern. Oh, the pattern's by Cindy Edgerton, all right? Irene made it. And when we had our International Quilt Weekend this last year, mid-March, she won the Cave Facet Bundle and was very happy. It made her way to her home. There were a lot of happy people this year. And then this is made from silk ties. And I tried to blow it up and it just was not a good enough resolution, but there's embroidery, there's ribbon, there's decorations. Look at the dangles from the fans. So it's her own design. And I note there's a nice little fat ribbon sitting there too. We like that a lot. Okay. And then here is Jude. She has entitled this Happy Birthday, Captain John. Thank you, Jude. Thank you so much. And these are all of her own personal hand dyes. Look at that. I thank you, Jude. And how sweet to name it Happy Birthday, Captain John. Okay, then this is Bernice, and this is her interpretation of Gossiping Birds. Love the title. And it's that pattern is by Susie's Suzy's Sitcom, SuzySitcom.com. And what I like is when, again, people take their own deal and they fly with it. Okay. Oh, yeah, funny. That's a good joke. She also uses Sue Spargo as inspiration for figures. And in fact, Sue Spargo, I just discovered on her site, she has a book that has a lot of houses, and I'm probably going to get it. Look at the quilting. Look at the quilting. Yeah. Okay, so that, and going back to the red and white sampler quilt that Dee's class did, see like those foo-foos coming out of the chicken's head on the right? I would do stuff like that in that background, or something like this, just something that's fanciful, curved, and all of that. And then here's yet one more. So see, this is why I like the show and tell. Um, all these different ideas that I personally, it's about me right now, could do on my Sue Spargo piece that I'm working on right now. So I hope that when you look at these show and tells, you got a pencil. So if there's something there that you go, oh, I like that pattern or whatever, you write it down. Okay, so Linda Lombardo, she wants to learn free motion quilting and straight line quilting and free motion quilting and quilting with rulers. So do I. I mean, I've got that straight line nailed, but the other stuff, not so much. But anyway, she took this class. The pattern is by Sugary Dew. Sugary Dew, is that cute? And this was sponsored by Berdina. And in each of those trees, there's different quilting manipulations. I think this is a fabulous quilt to practice your quilting on. Again, it's Sugar IDOO, Sugarito. It was it foundation paper piece? I don't know why. Oh, number 2. Okay. I don't know what that is. But then this cracked me up. Good idea. You guys are thinking. I love it. That's there. You've got your binding right on there, ready to go. And then Noella, because I was talking to you earlier, always takes whatever we're doing and puts her own spin on it, which I so appreciate and love. So let's take a look at Noella's. I believe the jump off point was our neutrals quilt, and this is what she did with it. And there were some things in there that bothered her. Again, hanging it on your design wall, gotta have a design wall. And then her husband came in and said XYZ, and she changed things around. I cannot wait to see this finished. It's absolutely fabulous. And oh, I want to say, Sue Spargo. We have a show with her too. Sue Spargo is show 810. If you want to go and get sucked into that vortex, which is a pretty wonderful down the rabbit hole. It's a pretty good rabbit hole. Okay, so then this is Wendy Murdoch's, and this is a pattern by Helen Godden, who I absolutely adore. And I don't know if these are panels, or I think she said they're hand painted, now come to think of it. But it is absolutely spectacular. Um, Beautiful, beautiful Wendy Murdoch. I thank you for sending along. And again, the quilting shows, which is fabulous. Okay, so I want to show you something I saw on the internet today. And I just went, oh, heaven help us. Heaven help us. Italy. So somebody put here that the bias tape is on a very special sale. Click here to see the price. Yay. Yeah, we want to get rid of that, and it's perfect for stained glass. So I guess that's why it's a special sale. But anyways, I no longer get on up in the morning and turn on the TV, but I do want to kind of see what's going on, and I go to news sources that I feel are in the center. I don't know how I ran across this. Don't ask me, but it was about a bunch of models that are now partially shaving their heads and are getting very drastic looks with this. Okay. Who's even looking at the hair? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who's even looking at the hair? I can't stand it. Would any of you wear this? And I'm sorry to whoever the designer is, but And if we have any knitters, would you knit this? I'm being really, really mean, and I'm sorry, but I had to put this out. Uh-uh, uh-uh. I'm not. Who's looking at the hair? That was mean. Zip, mean streak. So let me tell you what's going on, all right? Today's Wednesday, June 29th. On Friday, Barbara has her live. I would suggest if you have any questions that you want her to answer specifically, that you go to the forum and put it there, because she said the video itself is pretty fast, okay? I mean, it's pretty fast, but she is here as your fearless leader. All right, so Barbara, don't kill me for saying this, but go ahead and send her questions. And then this is really cool. I missed Saturday, so sad you didn't say ahoy mine. Gosh. So Dee did, okay, these are called jelly plates, all right? And I got mine for Suzanne. for Joanne's class, and that's working in paper, okay? And I'd have to go watch it again, but Dee did a thing last Saturday on printing fabric with jelly prints. I think they're called jelly prints or whatever. And then this Saturday, she's going to show how to use it. So that's how to use the fabric that you make. So I'm going to actually go back and watch it because I am really intrigued by this thing. I think it cost me about 20 bucks on Amazon. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Kath just said, Noella's is my favorite of the neutrals quilt. I am gobsmacked. Right? Yeah. But Noella does that. She takes it and then she runs with scissors and makes it her own, which I love. All right, then let me look at, Monday is the 4th of July in the United States. And so I'll be back Wednesday and we're going to do Katie Fowler. And I'm going to tell you, this is class number 2 with Katie. We're doing a whole thing with her on breaking. What do I call it? It's from this book, but it's more than art quilting. It's just good foundational stuff that when we got done taping all her little segments, my brain exploded. So I'm going to have to go back and watch it bit by bit by bit. Yes, I have an art degree. Yes, I know certain stuff, but she has put it together in a way that it's very consumable, and I'm very excited to be presenting this to you. Next class, she's gonna go through the fear, the fear and creativity crushers. And the way she presents it is amazing. So, let's see. Yeah, I said a long time ago. Cute shirt today. Okay, I think we're good. And don't forget to watch Katie's show. I'm going to keep saying it. 1807, and then the follow-up is 2209 after set. Okay, so yes, Barbara is Friday, Dee is Saturday, and then I'm very pleased that Dee is doing it on the 3-day weekend here. 4th of July is one of my favorite holidays. I love it. And typically we have had fabulous parties for at least 45 years, and things are changing, and well, everything changes, right? So is the book on the site yet? Um, I don't know. I don't know. Um, John, let me call Kristen and ask her. Call Kristen. This is so professional.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on speaker. Somebody's and I'm online. Do we have the Katie Fowler books and stuff on the website yet?
Yes, we do.
And then how do we get to it?
So the easiest way to get to it is to go to our website, click the shop navigation button in the purple bar at the top of the website, and then when the store page loads, you will see a bright header that says Alex Anderson's Quilting Creativity in the middle, and just click on it.
Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you, lady.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We have so many moving parts that it's like, oh, so, okay. And I still have a ton of quilts that I have not shared, and I'm thinking next Friday, then we'll do more show and tell. I so appreciate you sending them in, and I think you guys enjoy that too. So I don't see that going anywhere for a while. So I will see you next Wednesday with Katie. I have read her little book. I have read her big book, and seeing it again, what she's sharing next Wednesday, this time it sunk in. It sunk in, and it took me that long. I'm a little dense. It took me that long. So, what model was on TGW Cutting Edge? Paul, I don't know what you're talking about. TGW. Email me because I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. All right. Unless I'll give you a second here to write what it is. What model was on TGW Cutting Edge? Okay. Paul, email me. alexandrsn@gmail. Do you know what he's talking about? Huh? What?
The one you showed.
Wait. Oh, that model. Oh, was on TGW Cutting Edge. That model. Oh, not what model, that model. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that model. I mean, that's how she earns her living. And oh my gosh, I mean, and they have to keep that straight face. So, all right, guys, I just so appreciate you. That model was on the cutting edge. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe her hair or something. Yeah. Hey, we all do what we got to do. See you guys next Wednesday. I so appreciate every single one of you. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, Ricky's face, right? On that show. 1807. And the audience face. People were crying, okay?